Hey everyone, Steve Yeager here. Just waiting a couple minutes till 3 o'clock till we get started. Hopefully we get some folks who might want to join and watch the shenanigans that may ensue. So if you're out there, type something so I know. I'll see if I can get the chat feature going. All right. I think we've got it going. Looks like we got a couple people who've joined us so far. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Adam. Hope you guys are doing well. Okay, we're up to 5 people, which tells me that you guys don't have enough going on in your life right now, but that's okay. That's why I'm here. So again, I'm just going to wait a couple minutes or so for folks to join. Thanks, Kim. Appreciate that. Adam, how you doing? Good to see you. Okay, we're up to 11 folks. Hey, Maria, how's it going? Beta thinks I'm crazy, by the way. She is here in the house, but I don't think she wants to participate in these shenanigans whatsoever. So, got that going for me.
I'll just be tending to you when you're sick on your bed.
She said she'll be tending to me when I'm sick on my bed, which very well may happen. And I'll probably need that. Hey, Wesley, how's it going? Thanks for joining us, Dallas. Chase, good to see that you're on. Mike Sullivan, I know how much you've been looking forward to this. It's going to be fun for somebody, probably not for me. Liam, how you doing? Good to see you. Stephanie, how are you? Hope things are going well on your side of the country. And Chelsea has joined us. Chelsea, how are you? Good to see you. Kind of, I don't know if I can say see you. I don't really see you. I see that you've joined. Lee, good to see you as well. Cindy, good to see you. Stephanie says, don't do it. I think the foregone conclusion. I have to at least try to do this, if nothing else. So, right at 3 o'clock, I'm going to give it like maybe one more minute. Wendy asks on 1 to 10, 1 is existential dread and 10 is the joy. How am I feeling? I'm probably feeling like a 2, to be honest. Hey Matt, how's it going? I gotta be honest, these things do not smell very good when they were in my car. I kind of just wanted to leave it behind, but I took it home anyway. So I'm at about a 2. That's probably where I am with that. So again, we have a couple more folks joining. Hopefully my mom's going to be able to join from Michigan. I had to explain to her how Facebook Live works. So I don't know if she's going to be able to tune in, but if nothing else, she can see the video. Leo, I have considered that. Tegan, good to see you. Okay, so here is what we're going to do. I think we're going to go ahead and get started. Jason said he's streaming this live to his TV. That's pretty impressive. I hope I don't look horrible on the TV. Alex, good to see you. I do have my donut shirt on in case you didn't notice that. So this is kind of what I like to wear when I'm going to town on donuts. Cameron, how you doing? CH, good to see you. Okay, so a couple things. One, I just want to thank all of you for tuning in today. I hope all of you are doing really, really well. Beta and I are doing just fine, dealing with this as best as we can, so don't worry about us. And I want to thank all of you for tuning in for this. So I'm finally going to try this thing, but before I do that, I just want to give you a little bit of background on this sandwich if you don't know. So I first heard about this back in September. KFC piloted this sandwich in 3 markets back east. They had Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and then Richmond, Virginia, and Norfolk, Virginia, 40 different stores. And at the time when it was announced, I seriously considered flying to Pittsburgh to try it out. But I thought that was a little bit over the top, and I didn't do that. What makes this sandwich unique, as we'll see in a minute, and I have the photo right here, this is the promo photo. We can compare it to what the sandwich actually looks like. But they use 2 entire donuts, 1 for each bun. A lot of other donut sandwiches cut the donut in half, so I think that's kind of what makes this unique. Here's the thing I learned today, and this is why almost certainly I won't be eating this entire thing. This thing packs 1,100 calories in this sandwich. and 65 grams of fat, which is way, way over the top and even a lot for me. So that's a little more than I probably want to do. So I'll try to be somewhat reasonable, assuming that I even like this thing. So anyway, the sandwich did well on the East Coast, and it launched nationwide. And what jogged my interest in this was I got one of those coupon booklets in the mail, $2 off for one of these sandwiches. So I put a Twitter poll out, or maybe it was a Facebook post, and I asked what people thought about it. And reviews were mixed. A few folks tried it. My buddy James Zagadlo, who many of you know, Randy, a cardiologist, is not standing by, but I think I'll be okay. James tried it and he thought it was horrible. He said it was way too sweet. It was terrible. Some other folks, Steve Horner tried it. He liked it. My mom's friend, Sherry Blakeman, tried it. She liked it. So, I've been thinking about trying this way before we were quarantined the way that we are. And the bottom line is only one way to find out, and we're going to find out here. One thing I do want to tell you, I just went through the drive-thru, and my coupon expired today, and I asked about it, and they said that technically today is the last day they're offering it because it was only a 30-day nationwide rollout. But she said they still have stock on hand, so they're going to keep selling it. So if this video inspires you, and I'm sure it will not, get out there to KFC drive-thru right away. I went to the one up in my district. We have one, Assembly District 9, and that's where I got it. So, and before we get started, also, if you don't know, I wanted to tell you, if you didn't read the post, that I was recently awarded the commission of Kentucky Colonel by Governor Andy Beshear in Kentucky. One of my friends, Tommy, made this happen for me. So I feel like this is kind of destiny. I mean, I'm a Kentucky Colonel. That's the same kind of colonel that Colonel Sanders is. So I have to try this, right? I mean, there's no going back now. I can't say for sure whether I know the secret spice blend. They won't allow me to say that. If I did know it, I would tell you I didn't, so I don't know it. Okay, so let's do this. Here is the sandwich, and I'll show it a little better to the camera, but we have a nice presentation here. And one thing I'm definitely going to do, because James told me this, I am going to put on gloves because I've heard that this thing is super, super, super sticky because of all the frosting. And so to be able to continue to do this Facebook Live, I don't want to get my hands all sticky for this thing. So I'm going to put these gloves on. By the way, I've been wearing gloves a lot lately. So I'm kind of a pro at wearing these now because every time I have to go out, I put them on. So, all right, we're gloved up. And let's take a look at this thing. So I'm going to take the top off here. I'm going to open this up and show it to you guys first, if I can. Okay, so there it comes in the box. And I'm going to take it out of the box in just a second, but you can kind of tell me whether you think it looks like the photograph or not. Okay, all right, I'm getting to it. I know people are getting anxious, so I'm going to pull this thing out. And it's very, very sticky. So one thing James mentioned is they serve the chicken like piping hot, and you can sort of see this frosting is like dripping off of the donut. So they assemble this thing when the chicken is like super hot, so it's kind of running everywhere. I mean, I don't know, it doesn't look that bad, so. Yeah, the heat, I don't know, Wendy, the heat definitely melted the frosting on the donuts. I don't know about the chicken, but I'm going in. How heavy is it? I don't know, kind of feels like a Big Mac, pretty much. So, here we go. Wish me luck. Ah. So here's the thing. The chicken is fantastic, but I love Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I don't know if you guys do, but the chicken, really, really, really good. It stayed crispy. And sorry for talking with my mouth open. I know that's not Food Network approved, but this is my first time. Chicken's really good. Great. Stayed crispy, stayed fresh. The donuts are a little interesting, so I'm not quite sure. Let me try another bite and see. The thing is, the donuts aren't bad. They really aren't. I'm just not sure that the combination is great. Like, I feel like the chicken by itself, maybe a donut on the side. But it's definitely not as bad as what James said. I mean, I don't I don't think it's horrible. I'm not sure I put it on my everyday. So Tegan asks, is it more like Krispy Kreme or Dunkin's? Definitely more like Krispy Kreme, but thicker. So they just like plain glazed donuts. And I guess I asked them, KFC makes their own donuts. So these are like in-house, but not bad. I would say if you like fried chicken and you like donuts even a little bit, go out and grab yourself one of these because it's not too bad. So I don't know, what is that, like 300 calories, 20 fat grams already? Actually, you know what? The more that I eat this, the more that I like it. Beta, do you want to try a bite of this? No, I think I'm getting a dirty look. I don't think she wants to try it. Not a dirty look.
Just things but no thanks.
So yeah, I mean, if you're at all interested, go out there and buy one of these because it's really not bad. That's probably all I'm going to eat because I don't have a heart attack, and so Tegan, I won't eat the whole thing. Is there anything else involved? So let's deconstruct this thing. It's really just a donut top, a piece of chicken in the middle, but it's good Kentucky Fried Chicken, and then another donut on the bottom. Beta, Mike Sullivan says you have to try a bite, so I don't know what you think about that. Do you want to try a bite?
Okay.
Does anyone else want Beta to come try a bite on camera? Anyone want to see that? I think I've got her coming over here.
All right.
Sherry said she wants to go get another one now, so yeah, make sure you get one. All right, so Beta's coming over. Just so you know, she doesn't have makeup on, but you don't have to really be that. You don't have to really be seen in the camera, but
Okay.
so
Well, you need to actually. I don't want to get my hands sticky.
okay.
So you gotta feed me.
I gotta feed Beta. All right, so Mike Sullivan wanted to say hi to you, so he's going to. All right, so I have to feed her because she don't want to get her hands sticky. Make sure you get a good juicy bite right there in the corner. You're gonna have to.
All right.
All right, do it. Yep. There you go. There you go.
That is really sugary.
So Beta says it's really sugary. She does not like sweet stuff as much as I do, but what do you think? It's not bad.
I like the chicken.
The chicken's really good, but chicken's always good.
The donuts are crappy.
She didn't like the donuts. She said they're not good. I mean, they're not super high quality.
They're like way too thick and doughy.
Dewey Wynn says hello.
Hey, Dewey.
Chelsea wanted you to take a bite. So Levon Clark asked, can you get crispy or regular? They didn't ask me. They just gave me a piece of chicken. So I think it was regular rather than extra crispy.
I give it a sideways thumb.
So she gives it a sideways thumb. You know what? I give it like kind of a thumbs up. It's not bad. You couldn't eat this thing every day because you'd probably have a heart attack and gain like 100 pounds. So I'm gonna take these gloves off because that's as much as I'm going to eat right now because I probably have a great dinner coming up that I don't want to spoil. So I'm gonna move this to the side. And I also wanted to tell you, let me get this napkin here. Okay. I also wanted to tell you that if the donut chicken sandwich isn't your thing, at least till the end of the day today, until tomorrow, they have what's called the 2 donut big basket that you can get as well. And oh my gosh, like look, there's just happens to be one right here. So let's take a look and see what the big donut 2 box looks like. Oh, it's a separated one of a couple pieces of chicken with a couple donuts, and what you probably can't see, or maybe you can, looks like all the frosting is melted off the donuts and is pooled on the side. So, in another life, I might have taken this one down in front of the camera too, but to be honest, I'm just happy I don't have to do this while running because that would be a heck of a lot harder and probably a lot grosser. So I'm gonna save this 2 donut big box. Maybe I'll do something with the chicken, and if any of you want the donuts, let me know. I'll save them for you. I'm sure they'll be just as good and fresh as they are right now. And hey, we have 52 people watching, so that's fantastic. Yeah, Wendy, here's the thing. The glaze is a problem because they clearly put this together when the chicken's super hot, and even in the big donut box, the glaze just all melts off and sort of pools. It's almost like a cinnamon roll frosting. So I think if the donuts were like less sweet, it would be a little bit better. And Chelsea, I agree. I think if you deconstructed it and you had like the chicken separately and then the donuts, that would be good. Dewey Wynn says Vanna White can keep her job. Of course she can keep her job. I'm terrible at this, but no, I can't imagine having to run and eat this. You know, what I really think for me is I'm going to stick with what I know, which is my favorite donuts. And you guys know here in Assembly District 9, we have glazed donuts, which is pretty phenomenal. Rochelle Wynn says, blend it up in a blender. No thanks. Beta, Rochelle wants to know if you could make some from scratch using one of your cookbooks as well, or a milkshake. So she says no to both of those. But anyhow, so glazed donuts is my favorite, and my favorite donut there, this is, by the way, Fort Apache Sunset area. My favorite donut there is a churro donut. They actually have a donut with a churro on it. I stopped by there today, and they were all out, which was super disappointing. But I did get one of these from Glazed Donuts, and this is actually called the People's Choice Donut, and it is kind of a regular donut with some caramel and some chocolate chips. So in order to get the chicken taste out of my mouth, which is the only reason that I'm doing this, I'm gonna have to take a bite of this donut, kind of as a chaser. That's a good donut. That's a really good donut. And I want to eat all of it right now, but I don't want to do it on the camera, so I'm not going. Just one more bite. All right. Well, I know all of you have a lot to do today, or actually maybe like you guys don't have anything to do today, and that's why you're watching. But I wanted to thank you for watching, and again, remind you to go to go to KFC and get this if you want. Randy asked where the kale napkin was, and that's kind of a joke between us. He asked one time what I would do with kale, and I said I would use it as a napkin because I think that's probably the most appropriate use of kale. I don't have a kale napkin. I have a regular paper KFC napkin. And Yui, I'll decide whether we do another one of these because as long as this quarantine's going to last, I certainly always would like to entertain, and you guys know I love donuts, and if I can highlight some of the places in my district, would love to do that. But again, I want to thank all of you for watching. Get over there to KFC if you haven't, and make sure that you are staying safe, and if you're able to patronize some of your local businesses that are still open during this time, do that, but do it safely. And again, thanks for watching, and I will see all of you guys soon, hopefully on another episode in the near future. Stay safe.